Question Diary, Wednesday, April 30th, 2025. Question 1136. How many biases do I have? To be honest, I'm not exactly sure how many biases I have, but I know I probably have some. Like most people, I carry certain thoughts or judgments that I've picked up from experiences, culture, or what I've heard from others. I consider myself a fairly ordinary person, and I think I might have a few common stereotypes without even realizing it sometimes. For example, I sometimes expect that people with bad habits or rude behavior might have had a difficult background. I might assume they grew up without proper guidance, had poor family education, or didn't receive enough care. It's not something I strongly believe for every case, but the thought does cross my mind occasionally. Another bias I've noticed in myself is assuming that people who have a nice appearance or a pleasant voice often behave well too. It's like I connect physical attractiveness or good first impressions with positive character, which isn't always true. These kinds of assumptions are probably influenced by media, social norms, or even simple patterns I've observed in life. In my mind, it feels like a kind of statistical thinking. I notice patterns and naturally try to make sense of them. But I know that just because something seems common doesn't mean it applies to everyone. I remind myself often that people are more complex than their looks, voices, or background. Everyone has a different story, and it's not fair to judge too quickly based on surface level things. So while I do have some biases, I try not to let them control how I treat people. I believe the most important thing is being aware of them and making an effort to keep an open mind. Biases can shape our first thoughts, but they don't have to define our actions. I'm still learning and I try to listen more, understand more, and avoid jumping to conclusions.